Hello and welcome to DVxUI. Today on this channel, we are going to create a hero section of a portfolio website. So let's get started. Well, before starting, let us understand what we have on the screen. So over here, you will see I have pages, and under pages, I have three pages. The first one is design, the second one is YouTube, and the third one is learn. Currently, I'm working in YouTube and it is highlighted here. Now here you will find layers. Layers are the frames that I am working on. So currently you will see a design frame and a resources frame. So let's see what this design frame is. Just double click on this grid icon and you will go to this frame. So this is the design that we are going to make. And now let's see what we have in this resources. Well, in the resources, I have all the pictures and the icons, the colors that I'm going to use to design the hero section. I'm going to be using all these in order to create our website. Well, let me tell you from where I find these pictures. Well, as you can see, this is a PNG. So what we can do is we can go to a website called freepik.com and here we can search for man. And here you will find a lot of pictures that you can use. You can simply click on it and you can hit remove background. This way the background will be removed and you can have your picture. Well, I already have a picture over here and I'm also going to provide it in the description, so you don't have to worry about anything. So this was all about the left panel. Now let us understand what this right panel is all about. We see a bunch of options over here. Well, for that, let's go here, a bit right, and here I'm going to take a shape. So just randomly drop it over here. And now you will see when I select this element, some options appear over here. Well, by changing these values, which is the height, the width, the corner radius, and etc., I can change the appearance of this rectangle. So suppose if I change the height to 1000, the height will be changed. Or if I change the corner radius to 50, let's say 60, the corner radius will be changed. So this is how the right panel works. Well, now let's delete this and let me tell you about an important information. Well, this information is about the Telegram group that we have created for you all. In this Telegram group, you will find supportive people from the design domain who will provide you honest feedback on your designs. So make sure you join the Telegram group. The link is given in the description. Well, now let's hop on to real design process. So first of all, I'm going to go to this design over here and I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to take a fresh frame. So to get a frame, you can go here in this grid icon, click on it, and on the right, some frames will appear. Among them, I'm going to select desktop. So the desktop frame is over here. Let's rename it. You can rename it from here, double click and remove this name and write design. Or maybe what we can do is we can name it hero section. So this is correct. Now let us first start working with the background and then we will work with the foreground. So first of all, what we need to do is we need a big circle over here. So for that, let's take a circle. So to get a circle, what you can do is you can hit O on your keyboard. Well, let me do one thing. Let me turn on the shortcut box over here. So yes, the shortcut box is over here. Now, if I'm going to press a shortcut, it is going to say it aloud. So this is the function of this shortcut box. But it is not given in the Figma. I have downloaded a software just to show you all. Well, what I said was we need a circle, and for the circle, we need to hit O. So now I have a circle and I'm going to drop it in this frame. Well, the circle is quite small. We need to increase the size. So for that, I'm going to go to this right panel and here I'm going to change the width and the height. Well, what I want to do is I want to provide the same value in both these fields. So for that, I'm going to clip it. Well, by clipping it, they have joined together, and if I change this value, which is the height, to 2190, the width will also change. So this is the benefit of clipping. If I unclip it and change the height to 100, the width will remain same, but the height will be changed. So this is something that we don't want. So let's go back. So the height and width is going to be 2190. Let's clip it again. So now we have a circle, but it is misaligned. So to correctly align it, what we can do is we can use this alignment tool over here. So what I want to do is I want to align it horizontal centers. So it is at the center now. Let's push it down. So hold shift and put it down. So this is good. Now let us also work with the color part of this circle. So from the fill, we can change the color, and let us provide this brown color, which is directly coming from the resources. Let me show you. So we have this brown color and we are using this in our design. Now we need to make some changes in the appearance of this circle. So for that, I'm going to go to fill and provide a gradient. So now I have two colors over here. Well, let me drag it till here. And now these two colors are going to be changed. So for the first color, we are going to have a hex code of 674024. And for the bottom color, we are going to have the hex code as CD7F48. So now the colors are correct and we are heading in the right direction. Now the second thing that I want to do is I want to provide some corner radius to this frame. So I will select this frame and provide a corner radius of 24. Now it looks good. Now let us start working with the foreground. So for that, first of all, we are going to start with the header part. So for the header, we need three things. The first one is the site name, which goes here. The second one is nav link, which is going to be here. And here I need a download resume button, which is very important in a portfolio website. So to get a site name first, we need to take a text. So just hit T on your keyboard and get a text. Now drop a text box over here and write DVxUI. Since the person I'm designing this website for is Vivek, I've named this DVxUI. The first V is going to be small, just for the aesthetic part. Now select it, and from here we are going to control the appearance of this text. So first of all, for the size, we are going to go with 32 of medium font weight. And now if I place it over here, and some other elements are also going to be here, and if I keep placing them randomly, I'm surely going to lose the alignment. So to have a perfect alignment on my page, what I can do is I can select this frame and then I will go to layout grid, enable this grid option, switch to columns, and here in the count I will provide 12, and in the margin I will provide 80. So now you will see rectangular bars have appeared over here. Now these are going to work as the guide to align elements on this hero section. So DVxUI is over here. Let's take it a bit left, something like here. Let's zoom in. And now I want to change the appearance of this text. Since Vivek is the primary name, so I'm going to change the color to, let's say, brown. And now let's see it. So yes, this looks great. And now let's work on the nav link part. So for the nav link, I need a frame first. So press F on your keyboard and drop a frame on your frame, which is hero section. So we have a frame over here. Let us also provide a fill color so that we can see it. So the fill color is going to be primary. Now let us work with the dimensions. So for the width, it is going to be 500 in pixels, and for the height, it is going to be 56. The corner radius is going to be full, and it is going to be placed at the horizontal centers. So use this alignment tool. And now let's hold shift and push it up. So yes, it is perfectly aligned. Now let's zoom in and start working with the nav link text. So first nav link that we need is the home. And then we need projects. So just copy paste it. Now the third one is going to be skills. Don't worry about the alignment. Now select all your text. And from here, provide auto layout. Now since they are inside the auto layout, you can see this gap which is 21. It is also similar with this gap which is 21 as well. So from here, I can change this 21 to let's say 60. And now since these texts are very big, what I can do is I can select all of them and from here change the size to 18. So this is good. And now let me select this frame, and by using this alignment tool, let me align them perfectly. So I want to align them vertically centers. So use this option. Push it, follow the guideline, and now this is correct. But we should denote the user that he is on the home section currently. So for that, what we can do is we can select these two pieces of text and change the font weight to regular and also decrease some opacity to let's say 70%. So now the home will be highlighted, and let me also align it. So yes, this is good. And now if you are worrying that why do we have this space over here, well, we are going to place a button over here. So for the button, hit T on your keyboard. Yes, we are taking a text for the button and write hire me. Now right click and again provide auto layout. Well, the auto layout might not be very visible, so let me provide a fill color which is going to be white. And now the text color is not visible, so select text and provide it a black color which is 1B. So if you write 1B for once and hit enter, it will select 1B, 1B, 1B as the black color. And now let us play with the appearance of this button. So we can change the padding from here. So for the horizontal padding, I'm going to provide 16. And for the vertical padding, I'm going to provide 8. And let me align it inside this frame. And also provide a corner radius, which is going to be full. So yes, this is great. And let's align it. And now you will see there is a large gap between them. So what I can do is I can push it a bit here. And the gap can be increased to 70. And now let's see. So yes, this looks great. And we have successfully created the nav links. But if you see, this text is not much bold. So let me select it and provide medium instead of regular. So yeah, now it is fairly visible. Now let us work with the download resume button, which is going to be here. So for that, we are going to take a text and write download. Let me zoom it and then make a copy of it and write here resume. Since I also need an icon, I'm going to go to this resources, and from here I'm going to copy this icon You can also find it in the description. Well, let's go back to design, and here I'm going to paste it. Take it from here, place it over here, something like this. Now for both of these text, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a frame, and then this frame and this icon is going to be inside an auto layout. So now they are inside the auto layout. We can control the padding from here. So for the horizontal padding it is going to be 16, and for the vertical padding it is going to be 10. Let us also provide a stroke so that we can see it, and the corner radius is going to be full. I guess we can increase this horizontal padding. Hold it from here and increase the size to, let's say, 20. So yes, this is good. And let us also change, well, if you see, the padding is provided differently on all the sides, but we don't want that. We want them to be similar. So let's change it to be 20. So yeah, now it is good. So the horizontal padding is 20 and the vertical padding is 10, which is good. The stroke is going to be brown, since our primary color is brown. Now let's zoom out. The stroke is very thin, so let me increase the weight from 1 to 2. So this is good. Let's take it up and align it perfectly. Well, I think this button is quite big. What we can do is we can decrease the vertical padding to, let's say, 8, maybe 8. So again, the alignment part. So yes, now it is completely aligned and this looks quite great. We are also done with the header part. Now let us go back to the resources and get the picture over here. So go to resources, copy this picture, go to hero section, double click here and go to your hero section, paste it over here, align it with this tool and push it down. Well, yes, this much is good. Let me see what is the top margin. It is 493, which is quite justified. We will change it later on if we need it. So now this is good. Now let us start working with the hero text. So for that, first of all, I need a smaller text. So take a text and write I am, well, it is very small. We don't want this to be this small. So select it. And instead of 18, let's provide 32 and keep writing. I am Vivek and I am, well, we need to remove this A. Now let's place it at the middle, push it a bit up. Since this Vivek is the important text, what we can do is we can change the color of this text to brown. And what I want to do is I want to place some lines on each side of this text. So take a line, press L on your keyboard, draw a line something like this. Well, the width is going to be 216 with, let's say, 1.8 of the weight. Well, why not 2? So let's go with 2. And it is going to be provided a gradient. Well, this color is also going to be black, so provide 0. But the opacity is going to be 0. So you will see a stroke effect has been created over here with this line. We are going to copy it and right click and flip it horizontally. Place it over here. Now let's zoom out. Now select all of these and put them in auto layout by using this icon. The gap between them is 25. Let's make it 26. Well, because I'm not a big fan of odd numbers, well, make sure it is at the complete center. Push it a bit up. Let's zoom out. So yeah, this is great. Now let's work with the main text part, which is a front-end developer. So take our text and write here A, and the size of this is going to be 80 of medium. Well, why I'm just taking A, you will know in a bit. So copy paste this text and write here not front end but front end. Select this and change the font size to 54. Provide auto layout. Well, the horizontal padding is going to be 32 and the vertical padding is going to be 14. It is going to be filled with a color which is obviously going to be brown. Now if you see, the black color is not very much visible with the brown background. So we will change the font color to white. So just write here white and it will take white. Let us also provide corner radius to this auto layout. So from here, let us provide full auto layout. So yeah, this is good. And now let's align it. Something like this. We will align it later on. Now select this text, copy paste it, and here I'm going to write developer. So this is good. Now select all of these and put them in auto layout. Put them in a center, and the gap between them is going to be, let's say, 20. Again, centers. So yeah, now it looks great and we are done with the tough part. Now everything is easy, and the first easy part is we need a description over here. Well, let's be lazy and go to a website which is Lorem Ipsum and take this much of text, copy it, go to your design, take our text, paste it here. Now select this text, provide a font size of, let's say, 20 with regular font weight and the opacity of 70%. Well, let's remove this much of the text because I don't think we're going to be needing this. And let's place it at the center. Push it up because we need 2 buttons over here. And now as you can see, this picture is quite up. So let's select it and push it down because we need 2 buttons over here. Now let's take our text to design those buttons. And here, first of all, I'm going to write explore more and a dot. Let's zoom in. Then right click and select this option, which is add auto layout. Well, auto layout is a most helpful feature of the Figma, and it is one of my favorite feature in Figma as well. Let us provide a fill color, which is going to be brown, and the color is going to be white. Now let us style it more. So in the padding is going to be 22 and the vertical padding is going to be 60. Corner radius is again going to be full. Well, make sure whenever you are creating websites, you need to follow some guidelines. If you are making a full corner radius, then it needs to align with all the elements that you have in your design. Suppose if I have this nav links, the box have the corner radius as full, this button is also full, this box is also full, and this button is also full. So this is what you need to take care of. Now select this text and instead of regular, let's provide medium. Now let's make a copy of it, place it over here, and in this button we don't want a fill color, instead we want a stroke, and the inside color of the font is going to be brown. Well, the stroke color is also going to be brown, so let's change that as well. And the weight of this stroke is quite thin, so let's make it 2 pixels. Now select both of them and provide them auto layout. A cap of 16 will be perfect. And zoom out. They are not in the center. Let's place them in the center and push it a bit up so that it looks like the part of this section, not this section. Now let's fix some alignments and make it look good. So the text is going to be a bit up. This is also going to be a bit up. We can take this picture and put it over here. And now if you'll see, we are majorly done with the website, but we have some problems. The first one is this void space and the second one is this void space. We need to fill it somehow and also make it good. Now comes the concept of decoration. The decoration is not going to serve any functional purpose, but it is going to be there to fill out the empty spaces and make it look good. So very firstly what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a text and here I'm going to write 47 plus. Select it and increase the font size to 230 of semi-bold font weight. Place it over here, something like this. Create a copy of it and here let me write 7 plus. You will know what these numbers are about in a bit. Let's align it. And now we need a description over here so that user can know what these numbers are about. So take a text and here I'm going to write projects. Well, I know it is not visible, so zoom out. Delivered. Select it, decrease the font size to 38 and let's first place it over here and write text for this as well. Seven plus years of experience. I'm not going to write experience as the full because it is going to exceed this line of the text, so we don't want that. So exp is also good. It is well known for the experience. Well, this is good. Now select all these text and provide them the brown color with the opacity of, let's say, 20%. Yeah, 20% looks good, but what we can do is we can make it 16% because we don't want the much impact of these text on this website. We just want them to be here as a decorative part. Well, let's take them a bit down just for the alignment. So yeah, this is good. And now if you will see, this part looks quite empty. Despite having the picture and the circle, this does not look much great. What we can do is we can add comments about this person who is Vivek, that how his client likes his project. Basically, we are going to add short reviews over here. So first of all, let's select this picture and lock it so that it does not interfere with whatever I'm going to do. Now take a text and here write in the quotes, great. I know it is not visible, so let's select it. Take it up here Decrease the font size to, let's say, 18. The font weight is going to be regular. So great guy with great knowledge. Well, this is completely your choice. If you want to include it, if you don't want to include it, it does not matter that much. But to make it look pleasing, we can add these. Now I have provided auto layout, and let us also provide a fill color and change the font color to black. So just write black over here and provide full corner radius. So this is good. Now let's place it over here, maybe somewhere here. And now let's make a copy of it and place it over here with a different text saying very experienced. Align it over here. And now let's zoom out, and you will see this looks quite great. But there is something that we can also do is we can include social icons over here, since it might be a very valid point for this developer. It is completely dependent upon you if you want to place social icons over here or somewhere else. For my case, I'm going to place them over here. So let's go to resources again and take these icons. So this is nothing, but what I have done here is I've taken a frame and inside it I've pasted the icon, as you can see over here. So this is frame number 298. Inside it I have this LinkedIn icon, and then this Instagram, and then this Facebook. So this is a simple task. You can get icons from, let me show you. So go to plugins, and from the manage plugin you can search for Iconify. Well, since I have it, it appears over here, and from here we can run it, view details, and then run. And from this plugin you can get all the icons. As you can see, we have multiple variants of Facebook icons. So you can get icons and you can design it on your way or use it. What else you can also do is you can just copy it, since it is provided in the description. So just copy it, go to your frame and paste it. Take it from here, place it over here. Make sure the alignment is correct. And to inform the user that these are the social icons, I'm going to write here socials. Well, it is very big, so select it and provide 22 as the font size with medium font weight and the brown color. Now take it here, place it something like this so that it looks like one element. Now select it and provide a frame selection. Now the gap between this text and this icon is 7, so let's reduce it to 4. And let's see, fix the alignment. And now let's select this frame and remove this layout grid. Now right click on your canvas, go to show hide UI, F11 to make it full screen. And let's zoom in to see what we have created. So now, as you can see, we have beautifully created this portfolio hero section in Figma. What you can do is you can proceed with this hero section and design further sections for this website. You can also send your version of the website or your design in our Telegram group, of which the link is provided in the description. So make sure you join it. You can have me there providing you feedback on your designs, and we will meet in the next one.